Hi everyone, my name is Latif. Today I'm going to show you how to download Intellij and how to install it. And also I'm going to show you how to um, add a plugin, Cucumber for Java um, to Intellij. So if you want to download Intellij, you just search for Intellij in your um, browser, and if you search for Intellij using Google, you can see here, this is what you need to download Intellij. It says here Intellij um, is an integrated development environment written in Java for developing computer software. It's developed by JetBrains, so it's just an IDE, integrated development environment, just like Eclipse and NetBeans, Visual Studio. So I'm going to click on the link. This is the official link to download Intellij. And here you go. You got the Intellij environment now. Here you can click on download. And on the download page, you've got two types of different types that you can download. Basically, this ultimate edition is the paid version. You got free trial, but it's going to be, you'd have to pay eventually. This is the community edition, which has a few functionalities are not there for the community edition. You can see them here. Some few things are not in the community edition, but as a developer, you should be comfortable, or you should have virtually everything you need to for your development using the community edition. But if you so wish to include these other tools, then you can um, subscribe to the ultimate edition. So I'm going to show you how to download the community edition. All you need to do is just to click on this download here, which I'm going to do, and it starts to download at the bottom left side of your screen, as you can see here. It will take some time to download. It could take different time depending on your the speed of your computer and your internet. So I'm just gonna pause the recording for now. So when it's the download is completed, then I will continue the recording. Right, so the download is completed now, as you can see here. So all you need to do is just to click on the executable file, and the installation is going to start. You just need to accept or click yes on the pop-up, and then you get the screen. This is where you just have to click next. And here as well, you just click next. You don't have to browse to change the location of the destination folder. So you can just accept the destination folder, so it's going to be part of your program files on Windows. It's going to take this space 1 gig as the space required. So you need to ensure that you have that available space on your computer. Click next. And here you don't have to do anything, but if you so wish to create a shortcut, desktop shortcut, you can just click on the 64-bit launcher, because I'm using 64-bit. I've got 64-bit on my computer. So I'm going to click next. Here you select the start menu folder. So it's going to be under JetBrains. You can leave that as default as well and click install. So the installation is going on now. Again, this will take some time, not very long, but I'm just gonna pause the recording again so as not to take too much of your time. Yeah, so the installation is complete now, and you're gonna see this screen completing Intellij IDE Community Edition setup. So the setup is complete, and all you have to do is click on this Run Intellij IDE Community Edition if you want it to automatically launch it. and click finish. If you don't do that and you want to launch it, normally you go in there and click on it here because you've installed it as part of you've set it up to go into the program file. So you're gonna see it here. But yeah, it's launching now because we said it should automatically launch. So if you want to configure or install folder, you click on this. If you do not want to import anything, I don't want to import anything, I'm going to click on this and click OK. So this is setting up the UI theme. The default is the Darkula, which is this black screen or dark screen that you see. You can click the light if you so wish to choose the light theme. Um, you can also set or change any theme you've already um, chosen from here. You can change it in your settings after you've finished the setup from here. Um, Here you can click on next default plugins, featured plugins. So it shows you the plugins and, if you have any in mind that you want to do. For now, I'll just click on skip remaining and set default so we can skip everything and it's just going to launch Intellij basically. So this is the screen you get if you're launching Intellij for the first time. So you can create a new project directly from here, or you can open or import. I'm just going to open an import because I just want to open the Intellij screen. And so I don't have any particular project, but I just want to open it on this location. So it's going to open there under users, and so that is Intellij. If you get this tip of the day every time you open Intellij, so it shows you many tips that can be very useful. This is saying press Ctrl Shift plus E to get a list of recently viewed or changed code fragments. You can do next to see many of the tips that are available. Otherwise you can just close. So this is the Intellij screen. I haven't got any project, but I'm just going to show you how to add a plugin. You go to settings, and in settings you can see plugin there. The install plugin, that's wherever you got installed, will be shown here. If you go into the marketplace, you see where you can bring in new things that are not plugins that are not already installed. So I'm just going to go into the marketplace and type Cucumber for Java. That's the one. That's Cucumber for Java is what I want to show you how to install basically. Oh yeah. Um, so once you've seen it here, you can just click on it and it says install required plugins. The Cucumber for Java plugin requires Gherkin plugin to be installed. So this is something that needs to be done as well. So you just click on it, install. And once that is done, you get this option to restart IDE. You could do it right away by just clicking restart IDE. Restart IDE, Intellij IDE to apply changes in plugin. So once you click on restart, it's going to apply the changes to your plugin, to your IDE. And that's it really. It's restarted now. Once it finish to restart, then the plugin will be ready to use. So that's all I have to show for this installation. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, you can click on the like button